News and weather apps. Take us with you everywhere.
Okay, we're going to help you with a fun plan for the weekend of May 3rd and 4th. We're going to kind of get you down in the dirt a little bit. Charlie Jones is here. He is with the Tennessee Valley Rock and Mineral Society. So when you were a kid, you as an adult, if you loved the fascination of rocks, I certainly was that person. That's what you're celebrating, May 3rd and 4th.
That is it. Tennessee Valley Rock and Mineral Society is a 501c3, not-for-profit, and we've been around for 50 years. We like to think of ourselves kind of as the local expert for rocks and earth sciences kind of thing, and lapidary. We do a lot of lapidary jewelry stuff. So this particular show, it's a 2-day show. We're attracting over 30 vendors coming in, and those people from all over the southeastern United States. So they're bringing all types of things coming in. We've got family events going on. We've got a kids dig where they can dig for treasures, you know, ancient treasures out in the sand. I've thrown fossils in there. Oh, it's going to be fun. We've got geode cracking going on. UTC is going to be there. So if you've got stones that you don't know what they are, bring them in. They're going to be there.
I was the kid in the 1970s that had the cigar box thing. Remember the one?
Oh, yeah.
And you opened it up and it would tell you. I bet people watching had it too. It told you what each one was. It was so fun.
Isn't that fun? I actually have some of those.
Do you?
You know, you're gonna listen. I'm over 60. Okay. I still have my first original rock that I actually picked up and said, I'm keeping this.
Right.
I still have it. That's
I don't know. I guess it kind of speaks to our connection to the earth. Our fascination with rocks. I got in trouble when I left Ireland because I took some rocks from the River Shannon, and they stopped me at customs, and I said, "Oh, please don't take my rocks." And he said, "What is it with you Americans and your rocks?" But it was the one souvenir I had to be there to get on my own. But you've got some things you're excited about that you brought with you today.
Oh yeah.
Because just like to me, those Ireland rocks I could only get when I was there. You've got something that you've brought that you said is unique to Tennessee.
I've actually got rocks, not here, but I've got rocks from the Great Wall of China.
Oh, cool.
I've got rocks from the Berlin Wall.
Wow.
But this is for you, okay? This is a Tennessee artifact. This is a geode that we cracked open. You can see the crystals inside.
Okay.
It has kind of a nice little tint to it. That came from Cannon County, Tennessee, up near Woodbury, and there will be hundreds of these available for free for kids to pick up, and we'll be cracking them open for them.
So I think it's interesting. I'm going to turn this a little bit and see. So there's the outside of it.
That's the quartz
outside.
Just a
normal, just a rock.
It's a rock.
Something you would overlook as you were walking by. So how do you know what's going to be beautiful and what isn't?
They do have a little bit of a character to them. If you look at it, the outside, if you see the whole structure, it kind of looks like a brain. You know, it's got little indentations and things on it. And the area you find it in, they're there. So you know what you're looking for.
Right.
So, but a skilled eye can pick them up. They kind of look like a mud ball when you pick them up because they're covered with dirt.
So is the purpose of the event on the 3rd and 4th, is it educational, Charlie? Is it meant to kind of just preserve and protect some of the rock? Is it just to celebrate the fun of it?
Well, real quick.
Yeah.
Tennessee Valley Rock and Mineral Society, its mission statement is educational oriented, okay? We provide education to Hamilton County schools, we do demonstrations, we do lectures. We also scholarship sponsor to college level kids. We give them money, scholarships to go to college at Earth Sciences. We additionally do, of course, these shows and things like that. And we serve kind of as the intermediary, if you will, for the public to kind of get into the hobby, if you will. But the purpose of this show is, this is our fundraiser that we do for the year, okay? This helps us offset some of the expenses because we do, every month, I'm the hunt chairman, so I take people out on field trips where we dig things like that.
Really?
I mean, we dug that out, yeah. And it's for free to the members. So if you're a member, $20 a year for family member, okay? You get to go on these things and you keep what you find.
That is really fun. And do you travel like within a 2 or 3 hours distance, or is it all pretty close by?
I've taken people on hunts as far as Woodbury, Tennessee, up at Knoxville. We just got back from one in the bottom of Cherokee Lake, believe it or not. We found petrified forest down there. So we went in, I took a crew up there, and we brought back almost a ton of petrified wood. And up in Woodbury, of course, the geodes are there. I'm also kind of an amateur paleontologist, so I take them on fossil hunts too. And around here, of course, you're looking at mainly ferns and things like that. There were no dinosaurs here or anything, but we've traveled all over the world and hunt those things.
Now, you brought another one with you too. This is
did.
more like an amethyst. Where's the story on this one?
This is an amethyst from Brazil, okay?
Okay.
Now, obviously, we didn't harvest that here in Tennessee.
Right.
But originally, this was kind of like a geode. You open it up, and that's what's on the inside. And there'll be those for sale and available at the show. And obviously, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay, they all have amethyst geodes.
Have you ever seen any on your own that are just huge?
I have two at home. One will be at the show, which is larger than a basketball.
Wow.
And then I have one at home that we've opened up, which is even larger than that. It's about 1.5 feet across.
Are these fairly common, Charlie, if you just know what to look for?
Geodes are fairly common in this area. You have to kind of find the vein because they kind of form in a vein. Once you find the vein, then they are able to find. The key thing is like anything, you got to get out and look down at the ground and see what's below your feet and just walk around and become familiar with the earth.
So at the show, May 3rd and 4th, you mentioned like the dig that the kids can take part in, the shopping that's there. Are you also going to then be having some classes to kind of teach people what to look for in a typical walk in the woods?
There will be demonstrations going on. See, we do have a lapidary side, so we'll be demonstrating how to do faceting of stones. We'll be cabbing of stones, jewelry making, that will be going on. We have two world-class artisans, jewelry artisans that live here in Chattanooga. They will be there showing some of their crafts. And when I say world-class, these people are written up in international magazines of how good they are.
Wow.
So they will be there. And so there will be some instructional going on.
Then let me show people where to go. It's Chester Frost Park, May 3rd and 4th. Go to Tennessee Valley Rock and Mineral Society.org to learn more, and we'll see you there.
Chester Frost Park at the pavilion on the island.
Montgomery Showers is your local choice for the best shower remodel at the best price. From seating options to grab bars, a safer, more functional shower can be completed in